I see you take a deep breath. Even before you clicked to watch this, your heart was already crying out for something you couldn't quite put into words. You thought it was your choice to be here, but it wasn't. It was I who moved time and space for this very moment to exist. Think about how many paths could have crossed, how many shortcuts you could have taken, how many other videos could have caught your attention. But none of those were enough to pull you away from this moment, because it was my hand that brought you here. You may think you were just scrolling without purpose, but in reality, you were being guided. It wasn't by chance, it wasn't an algorithm, and it wasn't a random suggestion. It was my gaze upon you, calling your name, drawing you into this moment that will change your life. I am the reason you are still standing, despite the many falls. I am the invisible force that held you up when you felt like giving up. I am the one who whispered to you in the silence of your pain, when no one else saw the burden you carried inside. Today, you are not just sitting in front of a screen. Today, you are in my presence. This space has become an altar, and this video is simply the vehicle, but I am the voice speaking. Do not ignore this moment. Do not convince yourself that this is just another piece of content. Do not treat this as something trivial. Every second here has an eternal purpose. Every word I speak is planting seeds of change in your soul. Right now, you've been asking for confirmation. You've cried in silence, staring at the wall, believing no one would hear you. But I heard. I've collected every sigh as a prayer. I saw every hidden tear on your pillow at night. I felt the quiet despair that made you doubt yourself. Today, I say to you, do not ignore what I'm offering you. This is the moment chosen by heaven, not by your plans. I myself chose this time to find you. There is no mistake, no accident, no coincidence. It is divine guidance, and divine guidance never fails. You could have closed this window, turned to another distraction, or tried to run away as you have before, but you couldn't. Something greater was drawing you in. And that something is me. I am the one interrupting your life, because I do not want to see you continue carrying the same burdens you have always carried. I am the one stopping your routine to show you that a new cycle has begun. I am the one opening your eyes so that you can see that your life is not by chance, that you do not walk aimlessly, that you do not breathe in vain. This moment was written in eternity. This meeting was set in my divine plan just for you, and now the time has come. So, I command you now, pay attention, stay alert, because what I am doing is not superficial, it is not just an emotion, it is my real presence. This is not mere curiosity, it is the fulfillment of a promise. You will not leave this encounter the same way you came. You are being marked right now. You are being touched right now. You are being lifted from darkness and placed into the light. As you listen to my voice, your heart starts to feel relief. The weight in your chest begins to lift. An unexpected peace rises from your belly to your heart. Do not be afraid. It is not psychological. It is not just a suggestion. It is not by accident. It is my spirit touching you. It is the fulfillment of the promise I made even before you were born. It is the seal that you are not alone. You never have been, and you never will be. I come as the answer to your silent cry. I come as proof that every detail of your life is under my care. I come as evidence that nothing was wasted, not the pain, not the losses, not the nights of crying. Today, this moment becomes sacred. Today, this place becomes an altar. Today, this experience becomes an encounter, and I would not allow you to come here without a purpose. You are more than you know, stronger than you think, and more loved than you can feel. I am the one telling you, do not ignore this, because what begins today will not end here. This is just the start of a new chapter, a new cycle, a new story written by my hand. And that is why I ask you to take an act of faith. Comment now, and I choose to remain as an act of faith and obedience. Do not just type as if you are writing words on a screen, but as if you are declaring in your spirit the decision to stay until the end. This declaration is a seed. This seed holds the key. This act opens doors that reason cannot explain. Do not be deceived. Nothing is small in my eyes. Every word you speak, every act of faith you choose to take, every decision to stay connected, sends out waves of change in the invisible. You are not just listening, you are taking part. You are not simply watching, you are being marked, transformed, healed, and lifted. This moment is not ordinary. This moment is eternal, and you were chosen to experience it. What you are feeling right now is not from your imagination, nor is it just a fleeting psychological effect. It is spiritual. It is my presence touching the areas within you that were once closed. That constant pressure you felt in your chest is beginning to fade because I am lifting the weight you've been carrying for years. The warmth rising to your heart is the flame of my presence, confirming that I have never left you, that I am still by your side, even when you thought there was no way out. You can feel something changing, and I tell you, it is real because I am the one acting. Do not underestimate what is happening. With every word you hear, invisible chains are breaking. Pacts made with pain in your heart are being canceled, and patterns of failure are being undone. What once felt like an endless cycle of defeat is starting to crumble in the face of my voice. You thought it was just another message, but I have prepared this moment as the key to unlock new doors in your life. Right now, spiritual portals are opening. Promises that seemed forgotten are being revived. Answers that were hidden are now being revealed. Destinies that seemed erased are being rewritten by my hand. You have always looked for a sign that I am still with you. Today, I show you that every detail of your life has remained under my watchful care. Nothing has escaped my control. Your prayers did not disappear into thin air. Your tears did not go unnoticed or meaningless. Every one of them was recorded in my book. Now is the time to bring into reality what I have been storing up for you. This is why you feel peace even in the middle of chaos. This is why your mind is beginning to settle, even when there is no clear reason. It is because I am passing over you with my spirit. It is not just a suggestion. It's by accident, it's my presence. I am the presence that changes your environment. As you stay here, something deep is happening in the invisible world. You may not see it with your eyes, but your spirit already senses it. It's like closed doors are starting to open in front of you. It's as if the chains are loosening from your wrists. It's as if a new light is beginning to shine on the horizon when everything else seemed dark. This is the power of my voice. I do not speak just to entertain. I speak to change things. And when my word goes out, it never comes back without doing what I have set for it to do. That is why I say to you, stay. Every moment you stay is a seed planted in fertile ground. Every word you hear is a key that opens new paths of purpose and life. Do not let distractions take away this moment. Don't tell yourself that you've understood everything already. There is still more to reveal. There are still promises being fulfilled. There are still truths waiting to be uncovered. but only if you stay until the end. You did not come to this place to leave empty. I did not bring you here to leave you the same. That is why I ask you, stay alert, stay awake, and keep your heart open, because I am healing deep wounds. I am undoing painful memories, and I am rewriting your story from the beginning. This is not just an emotion, it is a true transformation. This is not about curiosity, it's about a promise being kept. Right now, I'm inviting you to create a channel, a space where you can reach others. Just as you read this message, there are people out there who need these very words. You know someone who feels drained, lost, or crushed by life. Someone who feels like they can't continue. I urge you, don't keep this to yourself. Share it with someone who also needs to hear it. When you share, it's more than a simple gesture. It's an act of kindness. You're planting the same seed of hope in someone else that's growing in you. When you bless others, you are also blessed. When you give, you will also receive. You are not just hearing these words, you are part of something bigger. So don't ignore what's happening now, it's important, it's eternal, and it's real. Wherever you are, your room, living room, or a quiet space, it has become sacred. The atmosphere is different now because I am here, touching your mind, heart, and soul. I'm lifting invisible burdens and filling you with peace. I'm taking away your doubts and filling you with belief. I'm healing your wounds and restoring your hope. And this is only the beginning. The enemy knows how crucial this moment is for you. He'll try to distract you with scattered thoughts, memories that take your focus away, or notifications that pull you from here. He may even make you feel tired when you weren't before. He fears that if you stay until the end, you'll hear the words that have the power to break your chains and unlock promises that are yours. That's why the battle is not just around you, but within the simplest and most powerful thing, your attention. Your attention is your weapon, so protect it. When you choose to stay focused, even when your mind tries to wander, you're making a declaration to heaven that you're choosing faith over doubt. Every time you push through distractions and keep your heart awake, you're standing strong against the forces that want you to give up. Never underestimate the power of your persistence. By staying here, I am rewriting your story. As you listen, the chains that once held you fade away. As you focus, my spirit fills the space to heal your hidden wounds and restore what was broken. This is not just any video, it's a living altar. Every word I speak carries the power to transform your soul. It's not just a message, it's life. It's not just noise, it's a sword. It cuts deep into your soul, revealing the truth and breaking every lie that has held you back. You can feel something shifting inside because my word does not return without results. When I speak, what seemed impossible becomes possible. When I speak, even the darkest places are filled with light. When I speak, the enemy has no choice but to flee because he cannot resist the power that is being released. And now I speak directly to you. This message isn't for anyone else. It's for you. I know the thoughts that have crossed your mind, the distractions that almost made you leave. I know the lie that told you it wasn't worth staying. But I want to tell you that it's absolutely worth it, because what I have for you in this moment cannot be stopped. That's why I tell you, do not listen to the voices that oppose you. Turn off the notifications that try to steal your focus. Don't give in to the tiredness that tries to stop you. Stay because your choice to remain is an act of faith. And when you stay, you're not just receiving, you're declaring victory. The enemy thought you would give up. He planned for you to leave empty-handed, but right now, you are showing that you are stronger than your distractions. You're showing that your spirit is hungry for my presence. You're proving that nothing can silence my voice in your life. Every second you stay is like a blow to the darkness. Every choice to keep going is like a sword cutting through chains. Every breath you take, knowing you are in my presence, is a victory won. I am with you. I am in this very moment. I am the voice that never lies, never fails, and never delays. Do not compare this moment to anything you've been through before. This is something new. This is different. This is special. The atmosphere around you is shifting. Your heart is opening more. Your emotions are beginning to align. Doubts are being replaced by a growing conviction. You may be in the middle of a battle, but you are already victorious because you have chosen to stay in my word. Now, I ask for a greater step of faith from you. Like this video and subscribe, not just as a click, but as a prophetic action, showing that you are staying in my voice and walking in faithfulness. It's more than pressing a button. It's building a monument before me. It's declaring that you are still connected, that you will not leave the altar I've set for you. By doing this, you're sealing what is happening inside you in the unseen world. It becomes a testimony that you haven't been passive, but you've welcomed the change. I receive every choice you make as a sweet fragrance. I see your obedience as a key that opens new doors for you. I honor your decision not to give up, and I promise you that your attention, your faithfulness, and even the simple action on your screen will lead to great rewards in my kingdom. Nothing you do with faith is too small. Nothing you offer goes unnoticed by me. This is where the battle is, and you are winning because you're staying focused on my voice. I've seen your hidden tears. I was with you on the nights when sleep wouldn't come, when your tired body needed rest, but your mind kept racing. You lay there, turning in bed, staring at the dark ceiling, feeling a weight on your chest that seemed to press you down. No one knew, no one understood because you kept it hidden well. During the day, you wore a smile and said, "I'm fine," when people asked, but inside, there was a silence louder than any words you could speak. I heard that silence. I collected every tear you couldn't shed and the cry you tried to hold back on your pillow. I saw you when you thought no one noticed the pain you carried. I understood when you locked yourself away in the bathroom, trying to cry without anyone seeing. I heard you whisper in your heart, "If only someone knew what I'm going through." I knew. I was there, even when you didn't feel it. My presence filled the empty spaces where you thought no one was watching. There is no place where your pain can hide from me. Even the things you think are invisible are seen by me. You thought your silence was empty, but I heard it as a prayer. You believed your tears had been forgotten, but I kept everyone as a seed before me. I am not a distant God who watches from far away. I am the Father who bends close to see every detail of your life and holds what the world overlooks. I see the wounds you hide behind your forced smiles. I know the questions you keep locked inside. I heard every word you didn't speak. No pain went unnoticed. No loneliness was ignored. No dark thought was dismissed. I was there every second, even when you thought I wasn't. You stayed strong in silence, carrying burdens that no one else could understand. You chose not to trouble others, so you kept your struggles hidden. But today, I want you to know that I saw every struggle, recorded every battle, and felt every weight you carried. Nothing was overlooked. When your breath became heavy, and you felt like you couldn't go on, I held your life together, When your heart was broken, and you tried to fix it on your own, I kept the pieces from falling apart. When your soul seemed too dark, I filled you with light. And that's why I tell you now, don't look down on your story. Don't think that no one saw your struggles, because I saw them. Don't believe you've been forgotten, because I have never forgotten you. I was with you in the silence, in the tears, in your deepest thoughts, and today I am turning every one of those moments into seeds of victory. I'm using your pain to create the right ground for something new to grow. Even your silences are heard as prayers before my throne. I know what it felt like to wake up with swollen eyes, wanting your face quickly so no one would ask what was wrong. I know the weight of forcing a smile to avoid worrying others, even when everything was falling apart inside. I know the feeling of believing no one would understand you. I understood that. I know the pain of feeling invisible. I saw that. I know what it's like to think your voice didn't matter. I heard it. There's nothing about you that has escaped my notice. I tell you, every tear you shed was a request. Every moment of silence was a plea. Every breath you took was a cry for help. Nothing you've gone through was wasted. Everything came to me. You may have thought I was silent, but I was at work. My silence was never absence. It was always movement. While you cried, I was preparing comfort for you. While you thought you were alone, I was raising people, opportunities, and answers that are now starting to come your way. While you thought it was the end, I was writing a new beginning for you. This is your moment to understand that you are not invisible. You are seen, you are heard, and you are loved. Not one of your tears has fallen without meaning. Not one of your sighs hath been lost. Not one of your silences hath been forgotten. I have gathered them all, I have kept them all, and now I am turning them into something beautiful. I am the God who makes the hidden things a public testimony. I am the God who turns your tears into songs. I am the God who changes nights of despair into mornings of hope. I am the God who has never left you and will never leave you. I know the weight you carry when you think about your bills, the responsibilities that feel heavier than your strength, the debts that constantly remind you of what you lack. I see it when you look at your wallet and feel like there's never enough, when you add up the numbers and still find no way out. I understand when the fear of losing what you have freezes you and takes away your peace. This fear has been like a quiet partner, telling you that you won't make it, that the struggle will never end, that you will always be on the edge. But today, I tell you this: scarcity is not your future, fear is not in charge, and lack is not your legacy. You believed that living with little was all you could have. You got used to making do with what little you had, trying to stretch it further, accepting that nothing would ever change. But I did not create you just to survive. I created you to live with abundance. The cycle of lack no longer controls your life, because I am your source. You do not rely on the system, you do not depend on the economy, and you do not rely on the opinions of others. You depend on me, and I am the one who opens doors where there seem to be none, who provides from unexpected places, and who multiplies what once seemed too little. Listen closely. Your mind learned to expect lack, but today I am changing that and teaching you to expect abundance. Your mouth was trained to complain, but today I am putting a new song in your mouth. Your heart was filled with fear, but today I am filling it with trust. What seemed like an endless cycle of loss is now breaking. Because I am not a God of crumbs, I am a God of complete provision. I am not a God of leftovers. I am a God of a prepared feast. I am not a God of despair, I am a God of unshakable hope. Once, Scarcity defined you, but now provision will define you. The memory of overdue bills will be replaced with the testimony of paid bills. The shame of borrowing will be replaced with the honor of being able to bless others. The fear of not having enough will be replaced with the confidence that nothing will be lacking. This is your time for change. This is the moment when I put an end to the weight of scarcity. This is the time when I show you that your true inheritance is not found in what the world can offer, but in what I have already released from heaven. As you hear my voice, something unseen is happening. Financial doors are opening. The blockage that has been holding you back is beginning to loosen. The knot that seemed to bind you is starting to untie. The provision that once felt far away is now drawing closer. This is the movement of the supernatural. This is the sign that your story will not end in lack, but in the abundance I have planned for you. To seal this in your spirit, I ask you for a prophetic act. Write 777 now as a sign that you are activating perfect provision in the unseen and receiving the sustenance that comes directly from heaven. Every number you write is a key unlocking the flow of my abundance over your life. It is not superstition. It is obedience. It is not an empty act. It is a declaration of faith. By writing 777, you are declaring, I trust that provision does not come from the earth, but from heaven. You are proclaiming that fear no longer rules you, that scarcity no longer defines you, and that abundance is now flowing to you. Do not fear the bills anymore, because I am greater than them. Do not fear the news of crisis anymore, because I am your security in the midst of the storm. Do not fear lack anymore, because I am your endless source. When the world tells you there's no way out, remember that I am the way. When they say there are no resources, remember that I am your provision. When they say there is no future, remember that I am your tomorrow. From this moment on, every time you look at your financial situation, remember this word, abundance. Every time fear tries to return, respond with faith, provision. Every time scarcity tries to trap you, declare, I am a child of God, and I shall not want. For this is not just any day, it marks the beginning of a new chapter. The root of fear is being pulled out, and in its place, I am planting trust. The root of scarcity is being cut off, and in its place, I am planting abundance. From this moment, what grows in you is the firm belief that you will live sustained by my hand. You were not made to live by your own efforts alone. You were not born to wait for others to give you the leftovers from their table. You are not a beggar asking for crumbs. You are my beloved child, and there is a seat reserved for you at my table. How many times have you thought that the little you received was all you were worth? How many times have you accepted less than what you dreamed because fear told you there was no place for you? How many times have you just survived when I created you to live fully? Today, I destroy that lie. Today, I remove that false identity. You are not defined by lack. You are defined by my love. The dignity that was stolen from you is being returned. The honor that was taken from you is now being given back. The world might have said you were worthless, but I show you that you were bought with an eternal price. People may have rejected you. Doors may have closed, but I am opening a path of honor that no one can shut. Do not see yourself as small anymore, for I see you as an heir. Stop comparing yourself to others as if you were less than them, because you carry my name. You no longer need to fight for scraps, for my table is set before you. You will not live from the earth's leftovers. You will sit with kings. You will not survive on crumbs. You will receive directly from the source. From now on, learn to see yourself as I see you. Believe that you are not just surviving, you are an heir. Hold your head high, for your identity is not shaped by your failures or losses, but by the fact that you are my child. I know the world has tried to convince you that you are insignificant. I know your story has had moments of shame and hurt. I know your mind has been trained to believe that you will never reach more. But I am changing the course of your life. I am rewriting who you are. I am removing the old labels and giving you a new name, beloved child, heir to the promise, a witness to my faithfulness. You will no longer have to borrow what I have already claimed as yours. You will no longer reach out in desperation, but with open hands full of generosity. You will not be known for your mistakes, but for the testimony of your victory. People will see in you the reflection of my work in your life. Those who once humiliated you will witness your rise. Those who rejected you will see your complete restoration. Those who doubted that anything would change will see that I have been with you all along. From this moment forward, you will no longer look for scraps. Blessings will chase after you. You will not beg for just enough, but you will receive the fullness of what I have for you. You will not survive on leftovers. You will live from the source. I am that source, and for those who have access to it, they will never experience lack. Your life will no longer be defined by what you didn't have, but by the testimony of what I poured out in abundance. You are not a beggar. You are a child, and a child has the right to an inheritance. A child has a guaranteed place, and a child is never forgotten. Because you are my child, heaven moves in your favor. Because you are my child, doors that were once closed are now opening. Because you are my child, shame is being removed, and honor is being planted in its place. Because you are my child, no one and nothing can take away what I have already given you. Embrace this truth. You are loved, you are chosen, you are an heir. Do not settle for anything less than what I have called you to be. Do not live below the identity I have given you. Stand tall as one who knows they have a Father who never fails. And I ask you, do not keep this word to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to be reminded that they are a child and not a beggar. When you share this, you become a channel of my voice to those trapped in the same lies that once held you. In blessing others, you will be blessed. By reminding others of their true identity, your own is made stronger. What I release in you is not just for you, it flows through you. You are a living testimony of my faithfulness. The enemy has always feared my voice,